In this video, I want to talk to you about rooted faith. What is rooted faith and how do we get it? Colossians 2, 6 through 7. So then, just as you received Christ Jesus as Lord, continue to live in Him, rooted and built up in Him, strengthened in the faith as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness. I pray that each of you this week will grab hold of the seed of the Word, allowing it to take root and to grow in your lives. So that's what we're going to look at, deepening that root that was planted. I want you to picture yourself sitting on a beach under a palm tree. Sounds heavenly, right? But those palm trees give only minimum protection. They can, and often do, get pulled out of the ground, even by the winds of a small hurricane. Yes, they have roots, but those roots have not gone deep into the earth and taken hold. I want you to picture now that the palm tree is a believer, one who has found the good news of Christ and allowed it to take root in their life. But they're standing alone. They have no one to help deepen their roots. They read the Word, but they don't really understand. And they have no one to explain it or to study it with. And they find themselves buffeted by the winds of life. Their roots, as soon as a storm comes up, can be torn out. But now compare that palm tree to a giant sequoia. This great tree can grow up over 300 feet high. It can have a circumference of 100 feet, and they are impressive to look at above ground. But their root system only goes down just a few feet, just like the palm tree. Their roots are shallow. The difference is that sequoias grow in massive groves, and they allow their roots to intermingle with other trees, which gives them a strong support system. This is why if you are a new believer, or a young believer, or even an older believer, you still need to surround yourself with other believers. You need to allow others to help you when you're standing in the middle of a storm of life. I have seen many believers stand as the storm of death surrounded them because they allowed others to support their faith when their faith became weak. If you're a new believer, ask someone to join you in this study. Strengthen your faith and grow deep roots. I have one more tree I want to show you today. I want to talk with you about. I want you to picture a crepe myrtle. The crepe myrtle tree is about, at the most, 25 feet tall. Instead of one thick trunk, it will grow with multiple trunks that kind of twist around each other. It's more like a bush than a tree, and its branches just droop. It's used in landscaping because it's beautiful with its crepe-like flowers. The crepe myrtle looks delicate, but that crepe myrtle tree has very deep roots. And once it's established, the crepe myrtle tree settles down for a long, strong life, one that can withstand most storms on its own, continuing to hold firm where it is planted. Its roots grow deep and hold on to the soil around it, even in the midst of strong, battered winds. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. The crepe myrtle must spend time letting its roots grow deep and strong. But each year, these roots are able to withstand bigger and stronger storms. We believers are the same. We must trust where God has planted us and begin to hold firm to the soil, knowing that God has sent this tiny wind to strengthen our root system. Each small storm makes us stronger, preparing us for the major storm that would uproot other trees.